game and they're calling on him, he should be warmed up. He should be into the game. But sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run on first down. Burgess. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. Gets this one to Juszczyk. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run it with Lilveejr. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Lance looking to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. On second and goal, Lance flushed out right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. His fourth rushing touchdown on the year, his fifth overall. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now Lance. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll go for it. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Right there, 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
To try again after the sack. Lance. Throwing right, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. On 1st down, Mahomes locates Hardman for another catch. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Mahomes to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on it. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle, complete. That's Ross. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Lance going to throw. Flush to his right. And he goes out right around the 39. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Mike 8, I got him. Mike 8.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
On play action, Lance
steps away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Lance now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, he bowls over him.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Open man is Ross, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Edwards-Helaire.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Snags it for the pick. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. On Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. It's a foot race.
And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still touchdown 49ers.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st down, Mahomes flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in there by Cooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21. And again, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Chiefs are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
On 1st down, Lance.
Forced out to his left. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's brought down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Colin Saunders in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Throwing now is Lance.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up